New gear, new me. Let me fix this. Get this all aesthetically placed. Let me go check behind the monitor, see how that. Alright, so I hinted last week I got some very fancy new gear, and it's not normally something I do. I am the kind of person to buy things used or off-brand. The mic I'm using right now is the Takstar off-branded shotgun mic, and it worked pretty okay for me. I have these basic newer LED lights instead of the Aperture because I can't afford the brand, but decided to take a step further in my career and use some real professional grade equipment, and I upgraded cameras. So last week got a new tripod, which I can't show you because my camera's on that currently. This guy, fantastic. I love it. It's pretty good, very good trial tripod. It's even got a fluid head. You guys can judge how smooth it is based off last week's video. Then again, I'm not the most smoothest guy. By the way, this is carpal tunnel. More importantly, what you guys are more excited for, what I'm excited for. All right. New camera, new me. The first camera I got was a Canon Rebel T6i, and I only got it because the name value. I remember a YouTuber I watched a long time ago use a T2i, and I was like, oh, that's probably a good camera, and I picked it up. And so I picked it up, and yeah, it's a pretty good, decent camera. And then I jumped up to the Lumix G8.5 for a little bit because I like the IBIS and stuff, but I started taking my work a little bit more seriously, and I kept the G8.5 for only a couple months before selling it and picking up the camera I have been using the most, and it has been my workhorse of a camera. The very first A7S, not the A7S II. It's the very first one, and has worked tirelessly and has done a very good job with me. Most of my videos you've seen in the last year is probably shot on this guy. The only video I shot with the G8.5 really was the combat, the fight night, my most viewed video actually. That was shot on the G8.5, which is why it's so you know, not shaky. But yeah, moved on to the A7S, and I could not afford any autofocus lenses or anything like that, so I bought some vintage lenses. Hang on, let me go bring them. Yeah, so I picked up these vintage Nikon F-mount AIS lenses. These are non-AI, or just AI, I think. From my local camera store. I was going to get the Canon FD like everybody else, but my camera guy was a Nikon shooter, an old school Nikon shooter, an OG guy, and he's always been strong with the Nikon name, so he pushed me towards these guys. And this is like the 105 2.5, this is the 50 1.4, shooting on a 24 2.8. And so I didn't really heavily invest into the E-mount or any real lenses, or a lens system, I should say. I had some Canon EF lenses when I was using the Canon, but they weren't really anything special. So when I bought this beast of a camera, implementing a whole new lens system, the L-Mount Alliance, I had a very hard choice of whether or not to spend some money on rounding out my Nikon vintage prime sets. I wanted to get a 35 and an 85 1.4, and for the same price of those two lenses, I could have gotten the kit lens for this and the 24 to 105 f4. And it was actually a really hard decision, but when I bought this camera to take a more serious step forward into my career using, hey Momo, get out of my room. I lost my train. I got this camera as to take a serious step forward in my filmmaking career. I don't see myself upgrading from this body for quite a long time. And so I decided to go all into not only the L-mount system, but just videography career in general. I'm no longer really trying to spend money on these cheaper or off-brand or budget-friendly stuff. I decided to go all in and buy the highest quality equipment that I can possibly buy. You know, I'm still broke, so I still gotta go the budget route, but like the professional budget route, you know, the I don't know how to say it, but basically I'm gonna take my things more seriously and buy better equipment. And after buying this, the very next thing I bought were memory cards. This guy's a beast of a camera with lots of great codecs and stuff like that, and so I decided to get a memory card that has been rated really high, and did my research, and these guys, I got two of them. These are $200 each. So with this money, these two lenses, or these two memory cards alone, I could have bought the 85 1.4 or something like that, or the 35 1.4. I could have rounded out my lens set a bit more, but I want to treat this a bit more professionally. So I got professional grade memory cards, 2 of them, because this guy's got dual card slots, and that should be fun to play with. But going with that, I also decided to just invest into L mount. So here we are. Time for some. This isn't an unboxing channel or anything like that, but I don't get to do this often, so it's very fun. I don't get to, you know, use new equipment or anything like that, or even have original boxes, because I buy things off eBay and I buy off used. So I'll be lucky if it comes with an original lens cap. All right, so bring up the kit lens first. We bought off eBay. I got it for $800. It's usually like $1,300 new, I think. So I got quite a good deal. The guy shipped it really well, really quickly and stuff. Thank you, dude. You know who you are. Got a nice little, I think it's called pedal style lens hood. Also, I'm testing out a new thing up here. We'll see how it works. It probably won't even work, but. So this is basically like the same price, and I think it's about the same size and almost identical to the Sony G Master version 24-1.5 f4. And I don't know, I honestly still wish I had the 35 and the 85, because they're just sexy lenses, and they're super fast at 1.4, and they just have this really sexy like quality to them. You know, they're sharp but not exactly sharp. There's a little bit of distortion, but not enough for you to think that it's a bad lens. But you know, if I were to do some more commercial shoots and stuff like that, I will need some clinically sharp images. So that's what this is for. All the lenses on L mount so far are just I'm not saying, or just so, like, you know, just so like crispy clean. You could eat off of it almost. You could file your nails off of the edges. That's how sharp the images are. Very excited to use this guy. I don't really use autofocus, and so I know Panasonic isn't really known for the autofocus, but it's my first modern lens actually. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still much more a fan of this guy, you know. And effectively, I have the same length. Pretend this is a 24. 24, got a 50, and a 105, and this is a zoom version, a modern zoom version of that, f4. It'll be fun to use. Alright, but you guys, and me included, are here to see this. The Lumix S1H. Whew. I love what Apple's done to packaging design. They changed the game, so everyone has to follow suit. Now when you buy electronics, you could expect it to be well packaged and super ergonomic and just sleek. You're like, this is a nice box. This is a nice box. I'm keeping this box. Put all my gear up in the top of a closet anyway, so. Alright, some goods. I kind of already opened it, but you know, you get the picture. Some battery, the fat battery. It's cables for charging, I'm assuming. The charger, yep, there it is. This looks like, I don't know. I've been told that the battery is actually kind of a hassle to charge. Like, the cable is kind of something. I think this is what you add to the side of the body, so you can throw off cables to the side. It's obviously the strap, some more cables. This is for like a time code thing. I actually don't know enough about videography or just like broadcast and stuff. I don't know what time codes are, what the use of them, but that's what this is for, apparently. But yeah, you know, your basic new camera stuff. You got your chargers, you got your strap, you got some accessories. Put these guys over here. And here we go. We got the, this is just a manual, which I'll definitely need to read. This is a thick boy. Camera's a thick boy. A lot of thick features. Here we are. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh boy. Ooh, boy, baby. Here we go. It is a fat boy. I've held a 5D Mark III like a couple times. Shot with it once. The first time I shot with Popeye, actually. It's about the same size, I would imagine. It's a thick boy though. Like, this is actually, just the body alone is heavier than my A7S with the lens and the battery grip attached to it. By the way, the battery grip is totally off-brand, newer, helping me out again. Why are battery grips so expensive? Why are they $300? Panasonic S1H. Beast of a camera. It's a thick boy. We've got internal fan. Alright, sticking a battery in this boy. I actually haven't had a chance to turn this on. So I had bought this camera a while ago, and I was staring at it while waiting for a lens to show up. And after having this camera with no lens or anything for 3 weeks, I finally get to turn on today. Oh, it turns on. Ooh. Oh, gotta set my date and stuff. Oh man, it's a beast of a camera. There's so much settings. Oh man. Oh man. People complain about the Sony's menu system. I never had a real problem with it once you get to know where everything is. But if Sony had as much information as Panasonic does in their menu, oh my god, it would be insane. Panasonic has always had a good UI design. Something I recognize from the G85. But holy crap. Dual native ISO, master pedal level, synchro scan, gain operation, filter setting, sound input, recording live image, live video, timestamp recording, a lot of things. I'm gonna have to go through the. I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna figure out this. Yeah. All right. I'll see you guys. Seriously though, I'm so excited to use this camera, and you know, quarantine, nowhere real place to go. So I'm just gonna be shooting in my backyard, shooting my family members. Yeah, I'm very excited to use this. I'm super paranoid opening my sensors. I don't know how freaking YouTubers always just like, yo, look at my full frame camera, look at this camera, and just like show off the sensor. It's just, you're getting dust on it. Ugh. Or maybe they just have that YouTube money so they can just, you know, pay to clean the sensor all the time. I don't know. If you see, that's like a trademark of me as DP. Look for a speck on the sensor somewhere in the image and you'll know it's shot by yours truly. It's not a really good thing to be proud of, but it's been consistent through almost like 95% of my shoots, so it's become my thing. But there is a sensor that I'm not going to show you for too long because I'm just going to cover it right back up. What a fat boy. Alright, I'm so excited to use the camera, although there's so many codecs, there's so many little mini settings, I'm going to have to figure out how to use everything. But that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be me shooting this real quick, just get to know about it, and the next coming weeks are going to be me really diving into the settings into this guy, because I know this guy has a lot of features. It has like, I got to get to know the time-lapse feature and everything. So put this guy down right here. Alright. Gonna open this guy, and this guy's got some sexy dual card slots. Let's see that. Let's see those. Open your whole slut. Open your whole slut. I think I know how to open this. How the hell do you open this? Yo, I'm gonna break this camera. Yo, what's wrong with me? Why can't I open my? The heck? How do you open this? Oh, there's even a little arrow here for the dummies like me, who oh my god. Anyways, these dual card slots are like what, you know, professionals and stuff really go crazy over, because it's what professional cameras have. So they're just like, if it doesn't have dual card slots, I'm not gonna have blah blah. But I don't know. I haven't been shooting too long. I've only been shooting professionally for like a year and a half or so. I've never had a problem with a card going bad, even though this is marble. This would be kind of cool. Put 2 cards in. A 1. 2. Damn. Yeah, these are $200. These are $200. $200. These better be freaking good. Sony tough. Better be freaking good. I'm gonna be pissed. Red light goes up, ready to shoot. Alright, now to actually start shooting. I'll clean this up later. Oh, but I do need my camera. Wink.